What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Look, this week Tune Up Tuesday gonna look a little bit different. In the past we've done duck calls, we've done decoys. Today we're going to do a little bit of habitat stuff. So just to show y'all, you know, I'll say this: if for you duck season starts in November, in my opinion you're doing it wrong. So I'm a habitat nerd. I love it. I love making properties better for ducks, and in turn, when you make it better for ducks, you make it better for all wildlife. So what I'm doing is I'm going through here, through this thicket, and I'm cutting all undesirable tree plant species for a few reasons. You can see it's been replanted in oaks. I mean, look at that beautiful oak right there. So what I'm doing is I'm decreasing competition for the oaks. I'm opening up the canopy to grow more grasses. Well, those grasses in turn create duck food. My main two targets are saltbush, which is Bacchus, and young hawthorn trees. So once I get out in there and clear some stuff, I'll show you kind of some side-by-side aspects of what we're talking about here. Again, this is probably not a video that most of y'all are gonna dig. This is kind of the nerdy, you know, the not so sexy part of duck hunting, so to speak. So we burning daylight. Let's get in there, let's have some fun. Y'all come along with us. That's the one we're after right there, the saltbush. What we're gonna do now, when we get this clear, you'll see it opens it up kind of like a little small pasture. So what you'll do is get a lot of grasses. You'll get a lot of annual grasses, smart weeds if it gets wet, but most likely this will be like springletop, barnyard grass, wild millets, which produces a lot more seed per acre in a healthy stand than a lot of cultivated crops do. If you use cultivated crops, when you flood them, you got a shelf life. Native stuff has a longer shelf life when it gets wet, because that's what it was designed to do, was to get wet, live in lowland areas. So we're gonna keep on. You can see that wall of thicket over there. That's coming up next. So hopefully it'll look like this when I get done. So stand by. All right, I've been on the skid steer for 7-8 hours. Been a while today, so I want to give y'all a little bit closer look at what we're doing. So as you can tell, I've already been through here. You can see how cleaned all this is, cleaned up underneath everything, leaving our oak trees. This is some kind of red oak, I'm not sure what, but so that's what it looks like now. If you've cut it, mowed it, you're opening up the canopy. Look how much sunlight this is getting versus what that's getting. So we're going to get good food, good native food come up in here. And we'll also be able to supplement it if we want to, but I doubt we do. I can't think of a reason why you would do it. But I want to show you too what this looked like before I got started, a little bit closer look. So what we do is we go through here and we leave edges. Edge is great habitat for all kinds of animals. So deer use edges, rabbits, squirrels. If there were turkeys love edge habitat. So there's a lot of, you'll hear people refer to that. Well, what does that mean? So I have created several edges, but kind of one main one. So you see this is now wide open. Look, you can see all the way down through there. But there are little bumps in the middle, the trees and such. But the edge I'm talking about is right here. So that's what this all looked like before I got started. You see how thick that is? That's so thick a dang panther couldn't get through it. No, I'm kidding, a panther could. But You get what I'm saying? Super thick. So as part of land management, wildlife management, you got to open this stuff up from time to time. So we're trying like a 3-year rotation on some of this stuff on some properties here in North Louisiana and South Arkansas, and just to see what happens, see what response we get, see what comes up native, you know. And that's the only thing you can do. People ask us, what can I do to make more ducks? Well, you can do a lot of things to improve your land, but the main thing is to mimic what nature does. A lot of times you'll have stuff, you know, if we weren't here, and this is crazy examples, but you never know. I mean, you could have a tornado come through here, all this farmland, rip all this stuff up, completely redo it. You could have a fire break out, burn this, and create natural openings. But nature goes through cycles, so to take care of itself. So all we're trying to do is somewhat mimic what nature would do for itself. But when we're doing that, we're speeding up the process so that we set back succession of competitive plants like Bacchus and red vine and stuff like that. We're setting back that succession, so because our desire is to grow big oaks. You know, probably won't see this as like big green timber in my life, but we'll see it, you know, kids, grandkids, stuff like that will see this as big green timber, and they'll be saying, they'll never know that, you know, we sat out here for 100 hours on skid steers trying to make this right and build it for them. But that's part of our responsibility as hunters and conservationists, is to make it better than we found it. So that's just all, that's part of what we're doing. This is a, you know, I know it's kind of a different tune-up Tuesday, again, very nerdy, but I am a nerd, self-admitted. So as always, guys, thank y'all for watching. If you want to see more habitat stuff, simply just comment down below what you'd like to see about the habitat. If you have your own property, or you know, if you're looking to get a piece of property or something like that, anything we can help with as far as like plant ID stuff we've tried. All I can tell you is what we've tried, and you know what, we've tried and done well, and we've tried and failed, and that's what you keep a notebook for. You write it down, keep notes of everything, and try not to let that happen again. But appreciate y'all watching. Like, subscribe, comment, anything else you want to see. But as for now, I'm going home to see Miss Brittany. We're out.